Men show us who they are, but we don't want to believe it.
Well, how refreshing. A woman who actually admits that men do indeed show women who they are. Now, you might think this is going to be a positive spin she's got, but oh no, my friends, it's anything but. Let's listen.
They don't do things, or they do things that hurt us, but then they come around and tell us how much they love us. Somehow in our minds we say, okay, well, he says he loves me.
The irony, of course, being that she actually believes it's just men that do that. I mean, every man knows that's exactly the same thing that women do. And I'd argue they can do it way better than men can.
Stop taking men at their word.
And men stop taking women at their word.
And then they hurt us and we want to give this huge elaborate explanation about what they did and why it wasn't right.
Gentlemen, pay attention, because guess what? We're every bit as guilty of that as they are. We allow them to treat us like crap and look for the excuses why that is, and why we should still stay with them, despite the fact that they're treating us like crap.
And I think subconsciously it's because women believe that if we could just enlighten them or show them how what they're doing or not doing isn't okay.
I completely agree with her. That is exactly what women do. They enter into relationships believing it's their job, their duty even, to change the man, to mold him and manipulate him into what she decides he should be. Not accepting or acknowledging who he is, but instead what she's going to decide he is.
Then suddenly they'll wake up to it. So then they try that, and then they blink, and then they wake up 4 years down the road in a relationship and nothing has changed.
Well, what a shock. How dare he to be so bold that he doesn't accept the manipulations that she's trying to do to mold him into whatever perfect man she expects him to be.
We pour all this energy into trying to psychoanalyze our person and figure out what their childhood wounds are and what their childhood traumas were. And then we think, oh, okay, he's emotionally unavailable.
Or put another way, we're not going to ask him about what he's feeling or thinking or communicate with him in any way. We're just going to sit back and psychoanalyze everything and decide for him what he's thinking and feeling.
Or he's negligent, or he's inconsiderate because he has this abandonment wound, or because he has a daddy wound, or whatever.
Is it just me, or is it every single woman thinks that she knows what men are thinking and feeling, what's in their heart and in their minds, better than men do? Again, if you notice, there's absolutely no communication going on whatsoever. She's already decided whatever issues she thinks he has without actually asking him if there's any issues.
And then we're compassionate for their suffering, and we allow them to treat us this way, and we make excuses for them. And
compassionate for our suffering. That's how you're defining, weaponizing, and using our emotions against us. Emotions, by the way, you've assigned to us from all your psychoanalysis that you've done on us. Not the emotions we've actually felt or expressed to you, because you don't ask us about them. You know, because that would mean having to actually show some caring and compassion.
You don't owe any explanation to anyone.
I couldn't agree more. But yet, any man will tell you he's constantly expected to provide her with an explanation for whatever it is he's thinking, feeling, or doing. Double standard much?
You don't have to justify why you feel abused or why you don't feel taken care of, because you know what you feel.
Gentlemen, I hope you heard what she had to say. If not, go back and listen to it again, because I actually agree with her completely. We do know how we think and feel, and we don't have to justify it to women, nor do we have to change just because they want us to. We are who we are, and there is nothing wrong with who we are. And if they can't accept us for who we are, that's on them, not us. Let them make all the assumptions they want, even though we know 99.99% of the time, those assumptions are completely wrong. There is no reason we need to tolerate their abuse and treatment of us. We don't deserve it, nor should we put up with it.
And after you've gone down this road many times within a relationship, again and again and again and again, you'll start to realize certain scenarios, different areas of the relationship where it's completely futile to put your energy into it.
Once again, I agree with her completely. But here's the thing. Men are realizing that. They're realizing that it's absolutely futile to be in relationships with women. Women who are never going to accept us for who we are or acknowledge us for who we are. Instead, they want to constantly change us and assign thoughts, feelings, and emotions to us. Ones we don't even have, but which they've sat back and decided we've had. Quote a line from my favorite movie,
"The only winning move is not to play."
And that's exactly what men are waking up and realizing. And it's also why they're walking away. And in most cases, actually finding out they're happier and better off when they do.